The question is asked, are animals content in the zoo? For our answer, we turn to the Book of Knowledge, page 130. Some people think that most of the animals in the zoo are unhappy. They say that the animals are forced to live in a climate strange to them. Hunting animals cannot live according to their natural instincts. Birds have too little space in which to fly. And, we are told, the restless pacing of some animals shows a longing for liberty. We must admit that many of the zoo's animals have to learn to live in climates that are new and strange. But most animals do not find it hard to adapt themselves to new conditions. Animals brought from cold regions, such as polar bears, penguins, and musk oxen, endure the summer's heat very well. Some animals, to be sure, are not so adaptable, but every effort is made to cater to their needs. The giant panda is kept in a specially cooled room when the weather is unbearably hot. Animals from the tropics are kept in heated houses in the winter. In some zoos, their winter quarters have Vitaglass windows that let more of the sun's rays enter than ordinary glass will do. As for the hunters, it is true that they have no chance in a zoo to seek their prey as they did in the wilds. However, it is also true that most beasts of prey hunt only when they are hungry. A few, like the cougar and the wolverine, seem to delight in killing. But even lions in their native haunts will romp and rest and sleep once they have a good meal, with no further thought of hunting. Do the birds pine for the great out-of-doors? Well, those of us who have kept canaries and parrots know how contented they often become in captivity. The quarters for birds in modern zoos are spacious, and there is a general air of lively friendship. Watch the birds next time you visit the zoo. Do they appear unhappy? The restless pacing of animals is probably not a sign that they would like to escape, but is rather a series of rhythmic movements that give the animals pleasure. The same sort of movements have been noted among animals in the wilds. Curiously enough, some of the animals that indulge in this endless pacing are not willing to take their freedom when, through some chance, it's offered to them. The kinkajou, for example, is forever marching to and fro in the front of his cage. Yet when two lively kinkajous at the Regent's Park Zoo in London succeeded in opening the door of their cage, here's what they did. They went on a wild scamper, overturned boxes, pulled parrots' feathers, then ambled back to their cage, shut the door, and fell asleep. Animals in the zoo have lost their liberty, true, but life in the wilds is not always heaven. It may be the reverse. The wild animals often have a hard time keeping out of the way of their enemies. Insects, birds, and beasts. There's a constant round of devouring, being devoured, hunting, being hunted. Hunger and thirst drive the beasts, and disease is common in the wilds, as doctors discover when they examine new arrivals at the zoo. As we have said, there are a few animals that do not thrive in captivity. One of them is the Komodo dragon, a giant lizard from the island of Komodo in the South Pacific. But those are exceptional cases. Most animals that reach a zoo in sound health continue to thrive, sometimes improve in health, and live to a ripe old age. A certain zoo in South Africa wanted some more lions. It did not send to the African jungle for them, oh no. Believing that zoo lions would probably be healthier, it ordered some from the zoo at far-off Dublin, where the animals have been bred for generations. Please be sure that your fellow employees see this memo, and I hope you have a good week.